Hey guys, so today we are going to be looking at all the different sections that you can see when you visit the PlotX website. Now when you go to alpha.plotx.io, this is the screen that you will be able to see, provided that you have already connected your wallet with the PlotX DApp. Now in the previous video we covered how to connect your wallet with PlotX, and if you don't know how to do that, I highly recommend that you go back and watch that video first, because connecting your wallet with PlotX is the first and most crucial step in using PlotX to start making predictions. Now after you have successfully connected your wallet with the app, what you will be able to see is something like this. As you can see, the PlotX website is divided up into three broad sections, that is the market section, the leaderboard section, and the my account section. In this particular video, we will only be looking at the market section, and the leaderboard and my account guide will follow up very soon. In the market section, what you can see here is the market indicator. This drop down contains the list of all the markets that are live on the platform right now. But since we are using the alpha, the only market that is listed here is the BTC USDT market. But as PlotX gets launched, I'm sure that many more markets will soon be added on the platform. To the right of this, we can see the 3 time cycles that are available in this particular market right now. Okay, so in the weekly market, what we can see here is the question it possesses is what will be the value of BTC USDT pair at September 10th, 2020, 6:30 AM in the morning in this particular time zone, which happens to be my time zone. So the starting time of this market is on August 27th, 2020, 6:30 AM in the morning in this particular time zone. The end time, which is the time by which participants can make their prediction in this market, is 1 week after the start time, that is till September 3rd, 2020, 6:30 AM in the morning. And the market will close 1 week after the end time, that is on September 10th, 2020 at 6:30 AM in the morning. What you will observe is the time between the market closing time and the market start time is twice the amount of time that is given in the cycle. In the daily market, similar pattern follows. The question here is what will be the value of BTC USDT pair at August 31st, 2020, 6:30 AM in the morning in this particular time zone. The market start time is on August 29 at this time in this time zone. The market end time will be 1 day after the start time, that is on August 30th, exactly 1 day after the start time at 6:30 AM in the morning in this time zone. And the market will close exactly 1 day after the end time, that is given here. Similar pattern follows in the hourly market as well. The question here is what will be the value of BTC USDT pair at this particular time, right? The time given here is 22:30 in my time zone, that is I guess 10:30. Yeah, so the starting time of this market is at 20:30, which is 8:30 PM, and the end time is 21:30, that is 9:30 PM. And as you probably already have guessed, the market will end after 1 hour after the end time, that is on 10:30 PM. So what makes all of this so special? The special thing about all of this is that PlotX uses an automated market making algorithm. What that means is, after let's say this weekly market closes, another weekly market will automatically start. So the pattern here is the market will start at a given time. The market will end after a given amount of time, in this case week. So the market will start on August 27. The market will end 1 week after that automatically, and the market will close 1 week after that, that is on September 10th automatically as well. At this particular time, the market will settle and distribute the rewards to all the winners automatically, and then reset the clock all over again, that too automatically. This happens across the board, that is on daily markets and hourly markets as well. Hence, in a day, we have 24 hourly markets. In a week, we have 7 daily markets, and in a year, we have 52 weekly markets, right? Now, below all of this, what you are seeing here is the key market statistics, that is the number of participants in the market. That means in the weekly market that I'm seeing right now, 78 people have staked some amount of Ether in one option or the other. Below that, we have the total number of stakes, that is the sum of all the Ether staked by 78 number of people. That comes out to 24.7170 ETH. The highest option price in this market is 0.014 ETH, and the lowest option price in this market is 0.011 ETH. Now this is the timer that represents the time remaining for you to make your predictions in this market. For this weekly market, I have 4 days and 9 hours left before I can make any predictions in this market. In the daily market, I have 9 hours and 18 minutes left, and in the hourly market, I have 18 minutes and 35 seconds left. Alright, so just below that we have, let's look at the daily market, the graph. Now this graph represents the value of this pair at any given moment. So right now we can see the value is hovering around $11,494. Now since I am in the daily market, it is, I guess, most useful for me to be seeing this graph in the time range of 1 day, which I already am. Now if I were in a weekly market, what I would want is, now this is me personally, what I would want is the time range of 1 week. Now when I do that, each of these bars will represent 1 week of time. If I switch over to 1 minute, then each of these bars is representing 1 minute of time. So after each minute, a new bar will start, alright? And in the weekly market, after each week has passed, a new bar will start. Now you can make use of this graph to the best of your capabilities to make statistical analysis to come up with a prediction that you think will win. Now let's say I was in an hourly market. The question of this market is, what will be the value of BTC USDT pair at August 29th, that is today, at 10:30 PM in this particular time zone, which is my time zone. Now I have 16 minutes left to make my predictions in this market. Let's say that I am super confident that the value will be somewhere around $11,500. I will see which option coincides with my prediction, and that happens to be this one, that is greater than or equal to $11,476. Now what you will observe here is the option prices for all these options are different, because of the fact that the value of this particular pair is somewhere around $11,500, and that is falling in this particular option. That increases the price of this option, right? So let's say that in 10 minutes or so, this price falls drastically, and this is now less than $11,374, which will mean the trending value fall in this particular option, and that will go towards increasing the option of this price greatly. Now the trending value is not the only factor that decides the option price of any particular option. A lot of other factors play into it as well, like the time remaining in the market for you to make predictions, or the amount of ether that is staked in the market, etc. Right? So not going into all that technical stuff, let's just come to how to make predictions in any given market. Now let's say that I'm super confident that the price of this value will drop drastically, and it will be somewhere around $11,350. I don't think that will happen, but let's say that I am sure about that. All right, so I'm willing to stake 0.001 ether on that, and let's say I'm super sure about that, so I'm selecting a 5x leverage. Now this particular option is quite an interesting one, because this helps you manage your risk factor. Let's say that I wanted to stake 1 ether in this particular option right now. Okay, I don't have that much ether, which is reflected here, but for the sake of argument, let's say I had. All right, so let's say that I wanted to stake 1 ether in this particular option, and I'm not very sure that whether this option will win or not, given the fact that it's 497 right now, and I'm staking my precious ether in a value which represents less than $11,374. So I'm not very confident whether this option will win or not. All right, so what I can do in that case is I can switch between 1x, 2x, 3x, 4x and 5x. Each of these values represent a risk of 20%, 40%, 60%, 80% and 100% respectively. So since I'm not very confident, what I can do is I can select a leverage of 2x, meaning risk factor of 40%. Now let's say that the market closes and I happen to lose. What will happen afterwards is, since I selected a 2x leverage, I will still receive 0.6 ether back after the market is settled, because I only risked about 40% of my staked value. So this is a very interesting option for you to mess around with and basically select the risk factor that you are most comfortable with. This is a very unique feature that is only available in PlotX till now, and you won't be able to find it in other prediction markets. Now let's come back to reality. Since I don't have that much ether, I will just be staking 0.001 ether, and I will be selecting a leverage of 1x because this, let's be honest, this option is not going to win. Now I have entered the amount of ether I want to stake. I have selected the leverage I'm most comfortable with. I will click on buy now. An Ethereum transaction of 0.001 ether will automatically be initiated. The gas fee of this will be 0.00218 ether, and the total amount will be 003185, which is less than my ether balance. So let's click on confirm. I'm so sorry guys, I clicked on reload button accidentally, but you can see that my transaction went through, and now I have basically staked 0.001 ether staked in this particular value. After I have successfully bought the amount of possessions I want in this particular options, what I can do is just wait for the market to close, which will take exactly 8 minutes, right? So as you can see, there is nothing more left after this in the market section. Oh yes, this Discord button. So here we have our Discord server, which you should totally join, because here we have a lot of interesting discussions going on. So if you want to ask for any tips, how to make good predictions, we have a pretty active community on Discord, and you can ask for advices, you can give feedback, if you encounter a bug, you can report that as well. So we have different channels on our Discord server. You can even ask for free Keith by tagging the Keith Fawcett bot and entering your wallet address afterwards. As you can see, many people are doing that right now, and we have a channel dedicated to memes as well, and that is pretty late. So that's it for this tutorial guys. I hope you learned something, and I'll see you in the next one.